Good morning, everyone. This morning, Jesus in the gospel we just heard gives us this image of the narrow gate. And that is such a powerful image to me, the narrow gate. I imagine a huge wall, a vast wall, as far as the eye can see in both directions, far, far off in the distance. And somewhere in that vast wall is this narrow gate through which we must enter. But the issue really isn't the gate. The issue is the path we take to get to that gate. You know, it reminds me a little bit of backpacking. You know, I really love backpacking with my sons. A few years ago, we were on a backpacking trip up in Sequoia National Park. It's called Ray Lakes Loop. And the second day of that trip, we were going over a mountain pass. Far in the distance, we could see this pass. It's like a little narrow gate through which we must travel. And as we're going toward it, the gate was not in front of us most of the time. There are times when it was off to the left. Other times it was off to the right. Sometimes it was even behind us. We kept on that path, and eventually it did lead us to that pass, the narrow gate through which we crossed. But on that trip, the path was laid out for us. You walk on the trail, right? You don't go off the trail. But in life, we choose our own path. It's easy to get off track where you're not headed toward that narrow gate. Fortunately, the Lord gives us guideposts for the path, whatever path we choose. Guideposts like love, compassion, mercy, forgiveness. These are the guideposts that can keep us on that path toward the narrow gate. If I encounter a person who I deem to be not very lovable, and that's how I treat them, well, then I'm probably off the path. I'm not headed toward the narrow gate. If I feel like I've been wronged somehow and can't find a way to forgive, well, then I am not on the path. I've strayed from the path. I'm not headed toward that narrow gate. The good news, though, is, in the response, in our responsorial psalm, my hope, O Lord, is in your mercy. Because Jesus doesn't say, you either get through that narrow gate or you're in big trouble. He says, strive for the narrow gate. And I envision that there is a narrow gate. Get through that one, I'll go straight to heaven. But there are possibly other gates. If I miss a little bit, I still have a chance to get through. Maybe I get to purgatory first. I always strive toward that narrow gate. And that's why I think we're here this morning. This holy sacrifice of the Mass that can help to keep us on that path. The Eucharistic food that gives us the nourishment for that journey. But I will strive. I will strive to reach that narrow gate. But in the back of my mind, I'm grateful that my hope is in the mercy of the Lord. Because if I miss that gate, I still think I got a chance. I hope I got a chance. I pray that I have a chance.